I want to talk about why. Why is a small word. It's a bit like if. And it can actually propel us forward or hold us back. You know, that whole thing in this season where so many people are asking, why has this happened? Or why has this happened to me? And there's probably a lot more of why has this happened to me because of the situation and circumstances people have found themselves in. And when it is I've heard people say this because they've catalogued all of the, the disasters in their life, all of the things that have happened. And they've asked, like, why me? Why is this always happening to me and not to that person over there? Or however it is that they are, or you are framing that. And whilst why is obviously a legitimate question, the fact that I don't think we will ever actually find out the answers, or at least the answers to our satisfaction. So the more energy that we're spending on why, it's just preventing us from moving forward. It's holding us back. It's keeping us bound. And I'm reminded of Arthur Ashe. He was an American tennis player who won Wimbledon. He won the US Open. He won the French. He won so many things. He was a black tennis player. And he had a blood transfusion. And it was before they were screening all bloods for the HIV virus. And he contracted HIV, which later developed into AIDS. And so he was dying. And a reporter said to him, "Do you ever ask, why me?" And this was his response. He said, "No, because if I ask why me about this, then I need to ask why me for all of the great things that have happened for me or happened in my life. I'd have to ask, why me? Why did I win Wimbledon? Why me? Why did I win the US Open?" And it really got me thinking about actually that whole why thing, because even if we could find, a solid, concrete answer to those traumas or disasters in our lives, it doesn't change anything. And it actually won't make us feel better because we would still be in that situation. So if you've been asking yourself, why me? Why did this always happen? Why is my life like this? I want you to think about that and maybe change the question and actually look at a more empowering question, that this is the situation that you find yourself in. This is the problem, the concern, the need. Maybe the question is, how can I move through this? Or how can I improve on this situation? Because when we move from a more empowering question, we are now seeking out the answers. The same way when it is that we ask why, we're seeking out the answers, but we are unlikely to find those. But if we ask how, then actually stuff starts to move into place. And another way to use why is always think about it. If I'm asking that question, it's always about empowering me or the situation to move forward. Because staying stuck isn't beneficial to anybody and we can't go back. So the only way to move is to move forward. And Simon Sinek wrote a book, Why? He says essentially we need to start with why. And one of the things that I have discovered on my journey is that I never really know the how, but as long as I'm clear on the why and the what, then the how shows up. So I don't focus on how I'm going to do it. I focus more on why and what the thing is, because then that empowers me to find the how. And so in our lives, we are looking for our reasons for being here. The French. I've actually got A-level French. So raison d'être, the reason to be. We are seeking that. They say that there are the two questions that are consistently being asked. Who am I and why am I here? And we can ask the why am I here thing in a way that says, well, why am I here? Oh, as opposed to, why am I here? And it's all about the motivation behind it. And if the motivation behind it is to move forward, it changes that question. So I want to ask you, what's your why? What's your reason for being, or reason for doing what it is that you're doing? I was looking at this yesterday and playing around with it and thinking, okay, so what's my why? And there is a simple way of composing the sentence, or the paragraph that Simon Sinek has suggested. And it is, your why is to something so that something. So the to is the thing, and the so that is the impact of the thing. And so my why is to inspire and educate people everywhere to be the best version of themselves, so that they have a greater impact on the world and have fun along the way. And everything it is that I do, consciously or otherwise, actually is in keeping with that why. And so it is always propelling me forward. Those days when it is that my energy levels are low, or that, straight brain is having a hissy fit, or whatever it is that's going on, that thing will keep me getting up. It will keep me smiling through the challenges and pushing through. And so I want to encourage you today to actually explore your why, because your why is particular and special to you. Nobody else can tell you what your why is, only you can. And it's that thing that will keep you moving, irrespective of whatever storms are raging. And my why impacts me, whether or not it's me on a day-to-day basis, it's me in business, it's me in life. It's an all-encompassing why for my reason for still being alive. The fact that on the 28th of 28th of what? Oh yeah, 28th of February 2019 could quite literally have been the date on my death certificate. And as it wasn't, that means I have still got things to do. And the fact that you are still breathing today means that it's not over yet. And that wherever it is you find yourself, whatever situation that is, whether you are laid up in bed, that you are in hospital, that you are in the house and haven't gone out, wherever it is that you are, it's not over. That you can still impact and influence your world, however big or small that may be, that you can still do it. And I firmly, firmly believe that the best is in front of you. It has to be. Think about it. If it's behind us, then all of us need to give up now. Because if it's not going to get any better than this, then what's the point? And I am firmly believing that. And that's my driver, because it's actually saying, do you know what? It can be better than this. And even if today is an amazing day, do you know what? It can be better than this. So I just want to encourage you to actually explore your why. And if you ever find yourself asking that question, change the motivation behind it and make it an empowering question to help you to move forward. I'm sending you love from my heart to yours, because that we all need a little love in our lives. And love quite literally conquers everything. So go find your why.